And a jolly good morning to you on a beautiful, sunny, crisp, cool, fresh summer's morning here in the town of Luton, Bedfordshire. And today's a travel day, so that bin could do with being sorted out, couldn't it? I'm going on a trip to Poland, so I'll be bringing you some content very soon from various places in Poland. I've got loads more on the channel already from Poland, Europe, and loads of other places too. So if you're interested in that, subscribe now, and YouTube will let you know when they come out. But today's a travel day, I do those too, and I'll be travelling to Gdańsk in northern Poland with Wizzair. First off, I'm down just outside the Hampton by Hilton Hotel here in Luton, which is right by Luton Airport Parkway railway station. I'm going to take the bus up to the airport today for two reasons. One, because it's going to go in 2 minutes' time. And the other reason, it's half the price of the legendary Dart, which runs from the railway station just over there up to the airport. That costs you about a fiver. The bus will be about £2, I think, something along those lines. So around about half the price. The bus isn't as frequent, and although it does operate 24 hours a day, I think it's only hourly in the middle of the night, and then it goes up to every 15 minutes during the daytime. So there's one coming in 2 minutes. I'm just going to get myself ready to jump on that. Let's see. I've not flown through Luton for a while. I've not flown with Wizzair for a while, and I've not been to Poland for a while. So let's see how things all crack out, and let's get ourselves to the centre of Gdansk, where I should be there for some lunch. Let's go.
Next stop, General Motors.
And there we go. So it takes slightly longer, and it's half the price. In fact, it's £2.50 now. Last time I was on the bus, the £2 bus cap was in force, so it was obviously £2. In fact, I think it was only £1.90 then, so the price of it has gone up a little bit, and the bus cap's now £3, I think, but £2.50 this morning to get up here, £5 approximately to use the Dart. Slightly less convenient. If you're in a bit of a hurry, I guess I'd go for the Dart. Don't want to risk missing your flight for the sake of a couple of pounds, but on the other hand, if there's four of you, you know, it all starts to add up, doesn't it? Anyway, here we are, looking nice and busy here first thing on a Sunday morning. And next phase for me, as always, no check luggage to bother about, so straight through to security. I won't be filming in there, obviously. They do tend to get a bit upset about that sort of thing, although I know some do that. Not really much point. You stand in a queue, do as you're told, come out the other end, hopefully without having every last item in your bag checked through, which is what we all hope for, I guess. Looking pretty busy in here again this morning. Mind you, it is summertime now, so I guess it should be. Just going to have a little see what the check-in desks are doing. As I say, I don't need them today. I think they've mostly got the new scanners here at Luton, so shouldn't have to take out liquids. Seems to be a lack of the little plastic bags knocking about, so that seems to be in operation. Nothing too bad here at the EasyJet counter. Normally pretty quick. I've used EasyJet from here many times, and ones that involve checking in luggage. And it's all pretty quick. If you've done it online, just drop your bag off and away you go. And down there's the other big player here at Luton Airport, Wizzair, with, I'm not going to go down there, but quite a bit more in the way of a queue. Right, let's get through security. I need a coffee. Not too bad this morning by the looks of it, but let's give it a time anyway. See how long it takes to get through. Well, that was pretty good this morning. 10 minutes from putting my boarding card in the scanner to enter security to leaving security. Must have packed my bags okay today, because nothing ended up in the channel of doom after going through the scanners, which is always good news, but you can guarantee that will happen when you're running at the last minute anyway. And I've got plenty of time this morning. So anyway, yeah, butt of many jokes, Luton Airport, but as I tend to find, unless something's gone wrong somewhere, which will affect everybody anyway, just the same, then it's pretty quick here and a friendly experience. So well done, Luton, as usually is the case. Right, don't like you filming in duty free because they don't like you filming the ridiculous prices of stuff. But I shan't be dwelling in here in any case, unless I see some nice aftershave testers and give a little squirt as I go by, which is quite often not a bad thing to do, although it does tend to set off my sort of, not hay fever obviously, but my tendency to sneeze at anything. Oh, this half a mini is still here, crikey. I was here last time I came. Wonder where the other half is. And the gigantic Toblerones, of course. I did hear a rumour that with this shrinkflation that we have today, of course, because those Toblerones there, although they're big, and not seem to be as big as the ones I remember. And have they put bigger spaces between the peaks? They're like the sort of the mountain part of the chocolate, the bit that sticks up, to use less chocolate and make them lighter, even though the size is roughly the same. I don't know, probably. Might be a myth, but yeah, some things are getting so small that a normal size chocolate bars now would back in the day would have been in the mini bar bags that you used to be able to buy, or probably still can. How small the mini bars are these days, whoever knows. Anyway, I digress slightly. Nice and busy this morning. Checked on flight radar. My aircraft's on its way from Gdansk. There's someone that left it a bit late this morning. Run into the gate. I do hate it when that happens. It's very, very stressful. And if you've got kids with you and lots of baggage, or both, then it just makes the whole experience even worse. Right, first stop for me will be a coffee shop. And second shop will be a meal deal from Boots. And that should sustain me until a little bit later on. I certainly will not be going in the pub and having the early morning pint of beer alongside a full English. Not really ready for that. But I'm sure there are plenty in there doing that. Yeah, last time I came through here, there was quite a lot of hoardings up with, the usual sorts of signs saying, come in soon, various outlets. Don't remember that Sanford's been here before. Sanford's Diner and Loft Bar. No idea what was up there previously. As I recall, not a lot. I think when you walked along here, it was just signs and screens and things up there. So that's a new venue. An upstairs bit. Interesting. I have to say, airport brain is alive and well here this morning. If you know, you know. I need not explain further, I'm sure. There's one of the lounges that you can pay to go in. 40 quiddish, I think. Sometimes less if you've got the various cards that you can pay for lounge access around the world. Oh, so much better once some caffeine's kicked in. Second coffee of the day, that'll probably do me today, actually. I'm not a massive coffee drinker, but I do need that initial caffeine hit in the morning. God, these windows are still a mess. These are awful for taking pictures out of if you're a bit of an aviation geek and like to take pictures of planes and stuff. They don't come out very clearly when you use that window. Not that I would do such a thing, obviously. Right, got around about 45 minutes before the gate's announced, and I'm just going to sort myself out with some refreshments for later, and I'll catch up with you at the boarding process. Just one thing on the boarding process, all the different budget airlines in particular have certain names for things. In the case of Wizzair today, they have priority boarding, which makes it sound like it's some sort of prestige thing to have paid for. It's not really. What you've done is pay for your wheelie bag, and you're getting into a queue of people that are entitled to take a wheelie bag onto the plane. So the benefit of them, really, more than anyone else. Of course, you are allowed on first because you need to have priority over any overhead locker space. But to call it priority, slightly disingenuous in some respects. It's just part of the queuing system for those that have paid for wheelie bags and those that haven't, because of course if you've got checked luggage, while you could pay extra for a wheelie bag as well, normally you would have everything in your checked luggage and just a little carry-on bag that you stick under the seat, and they don't want all those little carry-on bags, especially the ones where you know, someone has cheated a little on the size, trying to sneak them into the overhead lockers. So that's all it is. It's a crowd control method, not priority. Can't remember what EasyJet call their version of it, or Ryanair for that matter. I think Ryanair's priority as well, isn't it? Not sure about EasyJet, can't remember, but it's basically the same thing by a different name. Right, time to eat something. As I say, catch up at the gate. Just a small little tip you can avail yourself of, certainly here at Luton, but this kind of applies to most airports actually. There's usually a central area once you first arrive through the duty-free, where all the bars, coffee shops, restaurants and so on are. If you head off towards some of the gates, even if you don't know which is going to be your gate, some of the facilities, let's say, are not quite so busy down there, such as the loos, for example. They can be very busy and congested in the main area, and consequently not such a great experience. Whereas if you head down to these areas, it's not, as you can see here today, a lot quieter and probably better for peaceful actions, let's say.
Ready for inspection. Remaining passengers are now invited to board at gate 33.
So it's starting to thin out a little bit in here now, as the initial first wave of aircraft that were at the airport overnight have gone, and the kind of second wave, if you like, that come inbound from Europe, from far-flung places, mostly Wizzair it would seem, are arriving now. Everyone heading off to various gates, as I shall also be doing in the next few minutes. But a lot of Wizzair aircraft coming about this time from Eastern European places mostly, and most of them are boarding or about to board. Like a ghost town in here in a minute until the next lunchtime rush begins. I do believe that'll be the aircraft that we fly on. If flight radar's anything to go by, which it should be, through this cloudy window. So if getting to the gate early and getting at the front of the boarding not boarding queue is your thing, then if you use flight radar you can find out which aircraft reg it is, keep an eye out through the windows, and sort of head in that general direction to the gate. Has been known for them to change an aircraft here and there, so don't just assume that flight radar is correct, or indeed some operational change hasn't taken place since you last looked.
Dyrekcja krajowa zboru numeru 372.
Some boarding, not boarding, going to be going on here. I was right by the correct gate. So I'll give it a whirl, get on first, make sure you definitely get somewhere to put your wheelie bag. It looks like it's a pretty full flight today. Sorry if it's flickering. I must have to change the frame rate, something like that. flavour extracted at the factory. Can't ask for much more than that. That was an on-time, comfortable, pretty standard kind of Wizzair flight, really. You know what you're going to get with Wizzair on the whole, and certainly got that today. Just heading into immigration, so I'm going to switch off for a while. Once I'm through there, got the bags already, so be heading off into the lovely city of Gdansk. Here we are, back in a country I really love coming to and enjoy, and looking forward to a few days, doing a few vlogs, catching up with a few friends, and basically enjoying it. Beautiful weather here, actually. It's a nice mid-70s, according to the captain. Doesn't feel as humid as it is in the UK at the moment. Of course, we are fairly close to the sea here, and I shall be popping down there later on, I think, take a bit of a sea air in. So, yep, just going to check out my travel options. Going to go into the city centre first. Got a few little errands to run there before I head to the accommodation. It's probably a little bit early for that anyway, so probably going to take the bus rather than the train, but you do have an option of both here, and dependent on precisely where in the Tri-City area you're going to will determine which option you take. In fact, there's one of the trains now. Do you know what? I have been to this airport before, and I don't remember the trains being up there, but I guess there must have been. Right, let's find the bus. Down that way, I do believe. First slight issue, the ticket machine doesn't seem to be working properly today. Normally don't have a problem with those, actually. They're normally very reliable, and there's normally a few of them as well, if there is any that are out of action. But one here which doesn't work, and a young lady's explained to me that the message on the screen is saying coins only, so not even banknotes are going to be okay. But allegedly there is a shop inside that will sell the tickets, so I'm going to just head back in there and get one now. And I think the simplest thing for me will be to get a 24-hour ticket, and then I won't have to go through this rigmarole again today, at least. But yeah, just bear that one in mind when you get here. If you've got coins, then great. If not, but of course, when you get here, it might well be fixed. But yeah, normally the little sort of convenience stores will sell bus tickets as well. So I'm just going to pop back in and check that one out. I'm not in any great hurry today. This is all part of the fun, really. So, the relay shop inside the terminal is where you need to go. And that didn't have the 24-hour tickets. It does have the single journey tickets, which is done on time. 75 minutes, I think, for 4 zloty 80, 480, so that's just under £5. It's just under £1 in British money, or just over €1 in euros. So not too bad. I bought 5 of them, as I can't buy a multiple ticket, which should see me on a few journeys today. But basically you can transfer from the buses, trams and whatever within the stipulated amount of time. I'd have preferred to have got a 24-hour ticket, but nevertheless, here we are. Just be prepared for this if you're turning up and wanting to buy tickets. If you've got a load of Polish coins already, then happy days. Won't be a problem for you. Of course, the machine might well be fixed. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to head back to the bus and get the next one into the city. Bus you want, and then which bus stop to stand at as well. That's if you want the main railway station, which is just off the very centre in Gdansk, the old town. If you're wanting to head to there, that's probably as good a place as any to go to. Bus 210. 122 also takes you in that general direction, though I think you do need to change and get on the tram if you get on that one. Another change of plan. Just missed the non-stop bus. There's not another one for about half an hour, so I'm going to get the train, which also involves changing, but it will be a bit quicker than the bus with the change onto a tram. So it's all the same ticket anyway, so we're okay. Don't forget to validate your ticket when you get on the train if you have one of these, or if you have a all-day pass. The first time you get on, it validates it for the period of time the ticket's valid for from the point when you validate it. Failing to do that, you haven't got a ticket and you'll get fined, apparently. the central stations in Gdańsk, Wrzeszcz. That's my best effort. Sorry to all you Polish people out there that are probably cringing at my terrible effort. One stop now to Gdansk, or central station, Hauptbahnhof if you're speaking German, and from there we're very close to the city centre. I'm going to grab some food, something to drink, and just wait a little while before I can get to my accommodation in a couple of hours' time. So that should be nice, and that will almost conclude this particular vlog. I'm not even sure I'm on the right platform here. According to Google Maps I am, according to the screens possibly not. So we'll have a little look at that and see what's happening with the trains, to be fair. A lot of terminating here, not continuing on to the main station. Not quite sure why, but Google Maps is not overly accurate today. However, there is another train that's heading to Krakow, departing from here in about 5-6 minutes time, which first stop will be that station I need. So wrong train, right destination. So that's absolutely fine. I'll jump on that one, and that concludes this journey really from Luton this morning, by planes, buses and trains, and one or two footsteps too. So thank you for watching. I'll be bringing some more content from here in Poland and from lots of other places through the next year. So if you're interested, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, or if you've liked this video, then click the like button, and apparently if you do the yellow bell, it will let you know when various videos are released. But check the channel, you might find some interesting stuff. I've got quite a few more from here in Poland already out there, and Germany, Czechia, UK, quite a few places might be of interest to you. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for now. Bye bye.